Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Warcraft replay here on the map Concealed Hill once again. The only difference is we have an orc mirror between Lyn and Guagua, spawning in as the red orc player in the bottom left, and FoCuS, the blue orc player in the top right. It's been a bit, my apologies for not uploading in a while, just haven't really been feeling it, so yeah, I thought I could probably take a little while longer to release the next one. So here we go. I think DreamHack happened. I didn't even know DreamHack was still a thing, but apparently it is. And we had a Warcraft tournament on it, so yeah, a couple of good replays there. Probably already cast, so no real point in looking at those, to be honest. So yeah, both sides looking pretty standard so far, no barrack skip for either player. Probably just gonna have double Blade Masters here for both sides. Nope, we actually have a Farseer coming out for FoCuS and a Farseer for Guagua as well, so... Okay, Farseer Mirror. I don't even remember the last Orc Mirror that I cast, so I don't think we had this particular hero lineup. So I'm curious to see what this will change, if anything. I'm also curious to see what the mid to late game comp will be, whether or not it's just gonna stick to just the mass grunts with the shaman, or we might even go to Wind Riders maybe. We could just even stick to the basic Raider Spirit Walker comp.
Ready to work.
Here's something that's different. We do have wall mills being placed down for both sides. Not sure how effective trolls are in Orc Mirror, considering orc units are pretty tanky to deal with, so it's almost unlikely that they could secure kills. We'll see if that wall mill will actually mean trolls, or if we're just going to have the fortified defenses upgrade for the orc burrows. Both sides just going to take out the ogre warrior camps here. Yeah, ring of protection for the Farseer on FoCuS' side. Guagua picks up the +5 claws. As they're both going, we are actually seeing trolls popping out here, so okay, maybe my read is... it's definitely outdated. I didn't really expect trolls to come out in orc mirrors. So I'm curious to see why. Though both sides are going to go into tier 2, we might... I mean, if we're going to go trolls with shamans, then I am all for it. I do love seeing that comp. But again, I kind of am unsure on the orc mirror side of it. Okay, Goblin Shop is going to be started for both sides. High Priest is going to go down, dropping manual health for FoCuS' Farseer. Ogre Magi is going to drop. What is it going to drop? One Illusion for FoCuS, one Illusion as well for the Farseer on Guagua's side as well. What changed? What changed? I think we got an Intelligence Tome for the Farseer for Guagua.
Work complete.
So in essence, it's almost pretty similar. Basically mirrored on both sides.
Work complete.
Yeah. Oh god, I've got a sneeze coming, but it's not really one to come out here. Illusion's gonna spot both sides. A little a little damaged on Farseer for Guagua, so is definitely gonna be on the defensive here.
Vengeance for Surgeon.
More trolls popping out. Tier 2 is about to be completed as well. Wolves are gonna go chase down those trolls, but his speed scroll is gonna get used to try and run away from that. Healing Salve gonna save or just heal up the troll as much as possible. Tier 2, slightly delayed for FoCuS, but I don't think it's gonna matter too much. Shadow One coming out as a second hero here for Guagua. Probably the same thing as well for FoCuS, as the burrows are being focused. I'm surprised that the upgrade has not been completed or even started at that. So yeah, a lot of peons being pulled over to try and repair that orc burrow. We are gonna see one of those trolls going down there as one of them is an illusion. Okay, I got kind of confused there. I could have sworn that Spirit Wolves can only summon 2 at max, and another troll is gonna bite the dust there. Surprisingly, the level 1 wolves finding a lot of kills in this game. Firelord coming out here as the second hero for FoCuS, and he really wants to end this game quick. Fire Elemental, it's a Lava Spawn. I mean, I've been playing way too much Magic. Lava Spawn is going to get FoCuS fired here. Definitely does not want to duplicate on the side of FoCuS, so Guagua's going to get rid of that quickly. Shadow Wanderer popping out here, and he does have Hex as his first ability. Trying to FoCuS fire one of those trolls, but honestly, Guagua's not looking good on troll count himself. I have absolutely no idea where his trolls are right now. There's one on the ground right there, but that's honestly can't be it. Or it shouldn't be it. Oh, very nice chain lightning there to finish the job on that Firelord after getting hexed, and yeah, a bit problematic on the side of FoCuS. His momentum is going to be it's going to slow down a lot as Firelord. Oh wow, we're gonna have a Lava Spawn split here. Yes, we are indeed gonna have a split, but with the Firelord out, probably not gonna be able to maintain that Lava Spawn count. And it seems like Guagua will be able to just survive this. Barely. His heroes were about to die, but thankfully, I think the Firelord snipe was pretty pivotal, as Shaman are going to be trained up here for FoCuS. We are kind of lacking a Spirit Lord for Guagua since he was constantly sieged, so even though the all-in strat didn't work in the end, maybe enough what was the word I'm trying to look for? I'll just go general and say just the sheer advantage of not being pressured. I don't know, I might put FoCuS in a good position, although the Firelord second is not it's not that ideal for the second hero pick. Sure, Soulburn will be kind of nice, but he needs to get those levels first. And I mean, when you compare it to the Shadow Hunter second, it seems like quite a big downgrade. Shaman gonna get sniped there thanks to the Hex, and since he can't abolish himself or purge himself, the Hex is gonna go for the full duration. Shadowhunter is getting chased down by the wolves, dire wolves, so they will be able to crit as much as possible. Healing Wave also being used here, but the Shadowhunter is now out of mana. So is he gonna get out? He is able to get the TV Scroll and will be able to escape just in time, although we did have a troll getting taken out there by the Chain Lightning. So Farseer, for both sides honestly, looking pretty good. Doesn't look like that the double spells are going to be too much of a burden on the mana pool. Firelord is now level 2, so he does have access to his Soulburn ability. I'm pretty sure that's Soulburn, not Immolate. Actually, now that I realize it, that the new icons are different, and that does make it seem a little harder to differentiate. Shaman being popped out here for Guagua as well is instantly gonna snipe those lava spawns, but we do still have plenty of mana available on the Firelord. Still no Soulburn, unless that's Immolate, which I doubt it is. Troll's gonna go down here, basically just playing Ring Around the Rosie with his opponent. Peons are being brought over. I'm not sure why. Maybe just to act as a meat shield, but we don't have any Spirit Links available, so these guys are just gonna go down as fodder. Another Chain Lightning coming in from FoCuS, able to do quite a bit of damage to those hit hunters there. And I mean, FoCuS still has a huge number of trolls over his opponent. 43 versus 26. I have absolutely no idea what Guagua has actually spent to be so down in supply. And his Farseer might get surrounded here. It does seem like a setup's coming, but thankfully he's able to wiggle out of that. And it seems like we're just gonna have a possible surround on the Shadow Hunter. Honestly, should just focus fire rather than bothering for the surround. Shaman is gonna go down. Not sure why he came back. Probably just a control group being the reason, as we do have a surround actually being managed on the Farseer of Guagua. And we might have... we do not have a TP scroll coming in from FoCuS's Farseer. It didn't look like he had it. And he got hexed at the last second. But Farseers were traded. So... yeah, I would say not that bad. But considering we do have... that is annoying actually. Incinerate. Okay. I guess Soulburn would still have similar, like, the Hand of the Fire Lord icon rather than this. Honestly, it's so long since I've seen the Fire Lord, and I usually see it for the Soulburn rather than the Incinerate. So there we go. If a unit gets killed under Incinerate effect, they will just basically blow up and deal AoE damage, which I guess is ideal for when dealing with hit hunters, because they're a lot more numerous than, let's say, raiders or spirit walkers. But yeah, Farseers are being revived through the altars for both sides. Another troll could go down, but he'll live for now. Shaman gets popped out of the Spirit Lodge, only to instantly blow up. That is... it's pretty comical to see that explosion effect. Hex onto the Fire Lord here, as we do have a potential snipe on himself, as we do. Shadow Hunter proving once again that he is probably a lot better as a second hero option rather than Fire Lord. But there is still a lot of troll headhunters here for FoCuS. He is trying his best to surround rather than just getting some free damage down. As another Shaman is going to go down there after getting hexed. Fortress Tech, I imagine, should have started a lot earlier for both players, because they desperately need their Troll Berserkers sooner rather than later. Unfortunately, Guagua's not even started tier 3, meanwhile FoCuS is halfway done. So, once again, it does seem like FoCuS is getting ahead of his opponent, which is understandable. He's the one who's applying pressure over on Guagua's half of the map. Meanwhile, his base is pretty much untouched. However, losing units for basically nothing is a bit problematic. Is going to lose like 3 or 4 trolls within the span of a minute, and that is not ideal usage of resources there, as we do have another Incinerate into Chain Lightning to finish the job. He is also putting points into that Incinerate, since I'm fairly certain Incinerate's not a... is it a passive, or is it a... is it an auto-cast like Searing Arrows? I am not sure. Probably should keep track of that. Okay, I think it is like Searing Arrows, and it's auto-cast on attack, considering that he is not actually proccing Incinerate, and it is not consuming mana, so keep my eyes on that. Both sides clearing out their gold mines here, so we could have an expansion, but it's a lot more iffy on the side of Guagua, because he's severely low on armor supply, so I don't think he can actually afford to protect 2 bases at once. Level 5 Farseer for Guagua at least, so he does have access to his Shadow Wolves. Farseer on FoCuS' side is about to get him after this Goblin camp, or Goblin Lab camp. Boulder tossing the Fire Lord there. He will also get level 4. I'm not sure if he's going to get level 2 Lava Spawns though. Honestly, I think putting a point into Soul Burn is a lot better. It will just increase the effectiveness of the Fire Lord without actually relying on his summons. But he's just going to put that second point into Lava Spawn instead. Honestly, I would probably prefer just Soul Burn and Incinerate because that seems like just a very quick way to burst down a single unit, and of course the Incinerate blowing up means a lot of AoE damage as well. Shadow Wolves coming around and gonna start hitting away at it. Hex onto the Farseer is gonna get purged instead. Troll Berserkers versus Troll Headhunters here. I mean, we should honestly know who would be able to win this, but the Fire Lord gets taken out. I actually have no idea how. Chain Lightning was able to finish the job, but I have absolutely no idea where most of the damage came from. Shadowhunter is going to get the Inborn Potion from the Farseer, and it's going to heal up basically to full. The Troll Berserkers are actually not being utilized all that well, and they're going to get quickly taken out by their fellow predecessors here. We do have a couple of Lava Spawns on the ground, however, and they are not being focus fired, so I imagine that they're going to split very, very soon. If only there was an indicator, but alas, no indicator here. And it seems like Guagua, despite being down for most of the game, is able to escape with honestly a lot of gains. Sure, he lost a couple of trolls on the way, but being able to take down the Fire Lord again at level 4, and being able to win against those Troll Berserkers is looking kind of nice. The only sad thing is that he is still being chased by FoCuS, so every unit that FoCuS has managed to take down is kind of equalizing the gains that he was able to get through that previous fight. Both Farseers are very close to level 6 as well. I'm not sure how impactful Earthquake's going to be, so we will most likely be able to see level 3 Chain Lightning instead. Shaman are going to get picked up on the transit, but at the same time, forcing those trolls to stick around means that they're just going to get chased down by those Berserkers once again. Still no tier 3 for Guagua. I don't think we're going to see that at all this game, as more Berserkers are being trained up for FoCuS. FoCuS' Farseer is level 6, and he actually didn't put the point into Chain Lightning. I'm not sure if he's holding it, but it is most likely Earthquake available for this game. I'm not sure if he's going to use it. Sure, he does mana, but he hasn't really needed it right now. He's kind of been fighting Guagua's units for the majority of the past 5 minutes, to be honest. Another Invuln is going to come down on the Shadowhunter here, is going to go back to half HP with the Healing Wave. Another Chain Lightning coming in from both sides, I think, as the Hex is coming down onto the Farseer of FoCuS, and he is probably going to die, and that is kind of bad, actually. That's really, really bad. Level 6 Farseer as well as level 6 Shadowhunter. We do have level 3 Chain Lightning for Guagua, and surprisingly enough, he is now winning. Killing that Farseer at level 6 is a huge blow. That's an expensive revive for FoCuS, and since he doesn't have a second base, it's gonna take an extremely long time reviving through the altar. Shadowhunter also has level 3 Hex and Healing Wave, so he does not have Big Bad Voodoo either, so no ultimate abilities. We have 3 level 6 heroes, but no ultimate abilities. Although FoCuS probably has Earthquake, I don't think the game's gonna give him much opportunities to get that earthquake down. Honestly, he has to get through this army first rather than going after the bases. Sure, he might be actually able to sneak past with maybe an invisibility potion and go for a cheeky earthquake, but yeah, he's not doing that. So I'm not sure what he's hoping to achieve here.
Our town is under attack.
Shadow Wolves gonna go straight after the gold line here. Battle stations very quickly on Guagua's part, as he is gonna take down this warlord camp. He was able to pick up what item? Pipe of Insight. So that's a pretty good item, honestly, for this particular comp. Shamans will love it. The double heroes would like it as well because constant wolf summoning as well as constant chain lightnings. That's gonna be pretty good. Okay, so far we have a lull period for both sides. Guagua is still looking pretty dangerously low in terms of supply. 25 versus 41 of FoCuS. He needs to be careful because he was only able to win against FoCuS earlier was due to possibly overextending with the Farseer for FoCuS and slowly getting whittled away through Shadow Hunter Hex, as well as honestly kind of getting baited by how many times that the Farseer, the Shadow Hunter gets low HP. Troll Witch Doctor being added to the army comp here, probably just one for the sentry wards to keep tabs on those Shadow Wolves. And possible fight incoming. Oh yeah, tier 3 on FoCuS means that Bloodlust is now available for the Shaman, so those Troll Berserkers looking a lot scarier than those Troll Headhunters. Yikes, and their size is kinda crazy. Berserk ability would also be able to increase their DPS a lot more, and this is actually a pretty good position for FoCuS to be in. He's actually pushed his opponent's army away. He should definitely abuse the fact that he has Earthquake, but instead he's actually just chasing his opponent, which is... I'm not sure. Targeting the production buildings would be pretty important. But instead we're gonna go and have a scuffle here. Fire Lord down to about 250 HP after getting hexed to Focus Fire. Another Shaman is gonna bite the dust thanks to those trolls, their sheer amount of DPS that they put out. Berserk is gonna wear off, as well as the Bloodlust, but oh, we are actually having peons being brought over to try and soak some damage, as this is possibly just an all or nothing attempt here from Guagua. But I mean, 17 supply differential in terms of arm supply. Chain Lightning is gonna snipe down the Fire Lord, but whether or not that's gonna be enough, I'm not sure. The Farseer and the Shadow Hunter are dropping pretty low HP, but Healing Wave, especially level 3 Healing Wave, is pretty good, to be honest. Lava Spawn could potentially split off here, but like I said, no real indicator on his splitting progress, question mark. Hicks onto FoCuS's Farseer here. He does have the invuln just in case. Probably should use it now, but instead he's gonna get Chain Lightning to death, so Guagua against all odds. Headhunters versus Troll Berserkers are gonna take this game. I am absolutely shocked that this happened like a second or third time. Honestly, FoCuS losing to Headhunters purely off of possibly just bad focus fire and slight mistakes is... it's kind of worrisome because he's outnumbered his opponent throughout this entire game, but yeah, let's just ignore that. Shadow Wolf going ham on one of those units there. Yikes. I don't know how Guagua did it. Perhaps it's just a Shadow Hunter being better than the Fire Lord. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was interesting to say the least. I am shocked that Headhunters won against Berserkers. But maybe that's for the best. Headhunters are a lot cooler than Berserkers in my opinion. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys again next time.